I'm Dave Graveline. We're coming to you from New York City this week, and CES Unveiled. It's the official press preview for the big 2015 International CES coming up in January from Las Vegas, where we'll be broadcasting our 20th year. Seems like only yesterday. And we hope that you tune in to 3 weeks worth of coverage from CES, but glad that you're joining us this week on the program from New York. And know that we're also shooting video of all of the interviews. So when folks have product to show, we're showing it to you with our 3 cameras here all set up. And visit us at intotomorrow.com and check out the CES Unveiled videos. Don't forget to check out the highlight video as well, so you see all the goings on here in New York. Our next guest is with a technology development company with offices in New Zealand and the U.S. They're specializing in advanced human-computer interface. Oh. HCI, software and devices. So we'll find out exactly what that means. The CEO of Swiftpoint is Grant Odgers. Grant, welcome back into Tomorrow. It's been a few years, I think.
4 years.
4 years, but who's counting, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw the Swiftpoint device, I said, I remember you. We to this day, I actually still use one in our studio. Let's tell everybody about Swiftpoint. Tell me about the company and what is this whole human-computer interface?
Well, human-computer interface basically means keyboards and mice or ways of interacting with computers.
It just sounds so technical.
I know, it sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah. So we specialize in computer mice and specialist computer mice, and just about to launch our next product, which is a mobile mouse, and it's quite unique in its shape.
And I'm assuming this is it.
Correct.
Yeah. And this is a mobile, or as you say, a mobile mouse.
Yeah.
And has a little wheel, and of course, a couple of buttons. And very comfortable, by the way, where you can use it like so.
That's right.
Yes, I almost did it the wrong way, but you put your thumb here. If you're listening on the radio, don't worry. We'll have the video of it at intotomorrow.com at your convenience. Oh, and I'm changing his screen as I'm spinning the wheel. So you show us how Swiftpoint does its job.
So the unique design is really around using a pen grip, which is very ergonomic, which basically means you can make something small and also ergonomic. A lot of other smaller mice around there get very painful to use after a short period of time.
For example, I'm using this with my laptop right now, and it's just your typical small mouse, but that's so much more efficient. You're going to show us how, right?
So, and it's so small that you can actually use it on the palm rest of your laptop. So if you're on a plane or if you're sitting on your lounge, you can use the mouse on your laptop. You don't need a desk or some space to use it.
Yeah, because typically in a plane, you're only going to have that little tiny table anyway.
Yeah, that's right. And it's small, so it's really easy to carry with you in your laptop case. And so that's one unique part of it. And the other unique part of the mouse is to do with touch gestures. And I mean, touch is obviously everywhere we look. Everyone's using their phones and tablets. And it's a very intuitive way to navigate and look at content.
Sure.
But that's not really available on a mouse until today with our mouse. So what we have is this little stylus underneath, which you can see there. And what you do is...
that's the little stylus.
Yeah, there's basically a stylus inside the mouse. And what you can do is use it as a mouse, and then, for example, on Windows 8, the start screen. I
was going to say, you're talking about Windows 8, which is a touchscreen device and a touchscreen operating system.
I mean, that's one of the problems with Windows 8. It's really designed for touch, but when you're using a keyboard and mouse, you can't access that. So now when you tilt the mouse over a little bit and you say go left and right.
You're sort of leaning a little bit with the Swiftpoint.
That's right. And then
on that little stylus.
And then that's right. And then you flick in the same action as you do with your finger.
Oh yes.
You do
without having
to
touch the screen and get it all full of fingerprints.
That's right. You don't have to reach up to the screen, and even if you don't have a touch screen, obviously now you've got touch in your hand. So that gives you a nice way of working around Windows. We've also found it actually gives you a lot of extra productivity gains. I don't know if you've ever been in a spreadsheet where you have...
well, I'm the CEO of our company, so I've been in spreadsheets.
You have your forecasts, which you never meet, which will go miles out in that direction.
Yeah.
And now that you've got touch and you can do flicking and panning, you can find the column that you're after, which might be a month, and then really quickly, and then just find the cell. It's super fast moving around documents because you've got this access into touch.
So this is a major improvement from the original, which was very innovative to begin with, and when we had you on 4 years ago.
Exactly, yeah.
Is it available now?
Yeah, it's going to be launching in 3 weeks in terms of shipping to customers in 3 weeks.
Terrific.
We have a Kickstarter campaign running at the moment, so people can go and pledge and basically pre-order on there. We're supporters of Kickstarter, which is why we put it up there.
Yeah.
It's on Kickstarter for $87 for a pledge and shipping in 3 weeks. So Christmas time, just in time for the ultimate present.
A nice stocking stuffer. And before we go, I gotta have Chris have you show us, but Chris is going to shoot it on video how you charge it.
Yeah.
A little tiny USB device.
Right. A little USB.
And
so
you just set it on
wireless
there.
And has a battery in it, and you sit it on there, and that charges it. And if you run out of juice, a 30-second charge will give you an hour's use, so you're back up and running really
30
quick.
seconds gives you an hour?
Yeah. And
nice.
if you fully charge it, it'll go for about 4 weeks.
Yeah, and you can't really see it from Chris's camera angle, but there's a nice little LED blinking up here, which of course stops when I take it off. But you see that there's the charging base right there. It's just a little USB thing, and then just set it right on there, and boom, you're good to go, and it's doing its job.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, Grant, you're a delight to chat with. Thank you for sharing with us the latest, greatest Swiftpoint mouse. And as I mentioned, good stocking stuffer just in time for the holidays. Take advantage. Swiftpoint.com, just like it sounds, SWIFT point.com. And of course, we'll link you there. You'll see what Grant and his team are up to when you visit us at intotomorrow.com. Continued good luck.
Thanks, Dave.
All righty, we're back with more from New York City and CES Unveiled. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.